Great one here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Cincinnati Bengals. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. So the D-line's going to spread out. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. And this offensive unit should have a lot of juice coming off the big output that they had 1 week ago.
Nothing like confidence, is there? When you've played well the week before, you can't wait to get back on the field and do it again.
All right, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd and 10, Goff. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Arik Armstead was a big-time high school basketball player turned into college football All-American. Now they're counting on him in the NFL to fulfill his promise.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
Here we go now. Green. Detroit. 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Back down. Under 10.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Good use of the pass there to pick up the first down against a defensive look that they had specifically prepared for, they told us, coming into this one.
Certainly seems like they're holding all the right cards now, doesn't it? Because of their preparation. Went back, watched the tape, studied the tendencies, and they feel like they had them down cold, and they were able to use the pass against them.
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. Detroit.
To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Surveying the field. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And to give this time to the tailback. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Back to throw here. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Quickly now a look at the defensive starters for Minnesota.
When it comes to J.J. Watt, we're about out of superlatives, aren't we? So let's just make this simple. One of the best to ever play the game.
Back to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
After the interception, here's Goff. Finding time. He's going to look deep down the field. And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Now a play fake, and it's gone. He's going to go up top again. And got his man complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Odell Beckham with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense, Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. He's got his man on the crossing route. These coaches told us they wanted to take the top off this defense. They wanted to be able to stretch them downfield. They showed it pretty well there.
And they knew that if they were able to do that, it would open up everything else. But how did they truly get it done? Practice in the previous week, making sure they had a plan, fine-tuned before they put it into effect in the game. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And
no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Lucky 56. Here we go now.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll be a gain of 15 yards, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. Defense has to stand tall here. 3rd and 1.
Patriots. No. Check. Patriots.
He'll look to throw. Fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Now let's go. Green, 39, Philly. Here we go. Go.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because the guy flinging it today, he's having quite the performance. Couple of touchdown passes, almost threw his first interception, but he's throwing it so well that I think Lady Luck was on his side.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green, 39. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriots.
Play action. It's Goff. He's got time. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Eric Armstead with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. And out now, here come the Bengals. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Detroit! Back there in that Philly. Here we go.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Check.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
They come out here in the eye.
Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's another example of why they haven't scored any points so far. I think it's time to abandon the run game, spread things out, and go to the air. It certainly can't be any worse than what they've done so far.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. Second and 13.
All right, here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver, because you've got to read those zones, and we're the...
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They go play action here on first down. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
So I'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
He's going to try and go deep again. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the...
And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. What a spin. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And now out comes Minnesota. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It goes as a pickup of 23. And it'll give the Vikings a first down. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
No. Check. Watch it now. Over. Detroit. All right, now. Kill.
They come up in an offset eye. On second down, here's Goff. Over the middle to Beckham. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the offense lining up first and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Hurry up, here we go. Boom,
On first down, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
He's got time in the pocket. And this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. The Bengals getting set to go. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. Well, after what we just saw, we know that with third down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air? Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. 2nd and 10. Goff again. That is caught inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Their dangerous wide receiver. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56. No. Check, Patriot. Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Surveying the field. He's got his man on the crossing route. A good pickup there at 22. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll set up a throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Finding time. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Hurry up, here we go.
Off play action. Here's Goff. He's got time. He's going to let it go again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Their big-bodied receiver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to take another shot here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go play action here on first down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now it's gone. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down is Goff. Going right side here, and that's complete. A good pickup there at 20 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception. And sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away.
His pass caught at the 4. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And the D looking like they may blitz. They come out here in the eye. 1st and goal, they'll look, and he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. It's the fullback, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. He's got it. This thing's turning a bit wild here. We're tied at 28. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Ohio!
So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and he's into the clear. 20, 10. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving. Came up about a yard short, but I can't help it, Brandon. I love it when the big guy gets the football and he tries to battle his way forward. There's something about those guys carrying the ball and watching people trying to stop him. That's just great theater.
Now 3rd, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's the fullback with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And quickly, they get to the line. Back to throw now on 1st down. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota.
Let's go, interception, baby. Leopard,
They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings. Odell Beckham, his third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They come out here in the eye. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, after watching him ring the bell that many times and put the ball in the end zone throwing it, you had to figure they had to bring some type of pressure. They had to change things up on defense.
And able to get to him, put him on the ground, so maybe just something to throw him off a little bit.
Yeah, that had to feel a lot better for the defensive guys. They've been getting carved up in this one. To finally knock him on the ground and force an incompletion, that's got to be a sigh of relief.
Out of the gun now on third down. And that's incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. After the interception, here's Goff. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the
and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And now they're in the hurry-up. They go play action here on first down. Try to lay one up deep. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Vikings. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
All right, now, look at 56. No. Tighten up. All right, here.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10. Goff again. And now here is another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Now it's 2nd and 7. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Over the middle to Beckham. 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. 55 yards.
You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go. Here we go now. 3-19. Now look at this.
Now Goff on first down. And this is caught at the 8. 18 yards there, and it'll be a first and goal. And now the offense operates in the red zone. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. From the gun, here's Goff. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. And they're able to up the lead by one more. And up 2 scores late. No clue why you do this here, but they're going to go for the onside kick.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Sammy Coates, the intended target there. And it's second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. An extra defensive back in the game now here for 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They're going to look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type...
He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Their dangerous wide receiver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
He's got time in the pocket. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Odell Beckham with a career-high 4-touchdown game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
15 yards through the air on a first down. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. Goff going to throw it. Surveying the field. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bengals getting set to go. Leopard. Shift together here from the D-line.
Now let's go. Leopard. Leopard.
They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Now let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
Was with the Lions at that time.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Now let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And now out comes Minnesota. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Goff now looks to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll make it third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And he comes back with one complete. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. He finds Beckham complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56.
Throwing now, Goff. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second and 10. Goff again. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. They come up in an offset eye. To the air again. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here.